Hey guys, it's Styles by Little Baby, Imani. This is episode 7. It's called Money Season, and welcome to our podcast again.
Yes, the Tea Shop Pod. My name is Renee. You can follow me on Instagram at iReneeLoren.
I'm Molly. You can follow me on Instagram at mama.miles or Molly's World X3.
Hey, it's Kima, and you can follow me at _ She's got that.
Oh, she added some little period. So today our episode is called Money Season because as entrepreneurs, we be spending our money. But are we spending it on the right things?
Spend the check and get it right back.
Because sometimes
Lose that mentality.
Or you can keep
Can't do it.
You got to figure out where you are in your life and where your money at.
True.
So today we're basically going to be talking about finances and just how it is to manage your money as a beauty professional because it's really fast money. It come fast and for sure it leave fast. So we just got to make sure that we want to check in to see how everybody doing. Not to be anybody's personal business, but I want to be transparent and share the journey of just being a salon owner and getting loans, getting grants, spending my own money, having a 9-to-5 job, because it takes money to make money for real. So,
Show.
it do.
Should I even be on this episode for real?
Why, you don't got no money?
You broke?
As a joke. Ain't shit funny.
So depending on where you are, you have to have good money management skills. Molly talks about this a lot because you got to manage your money right. Because you don't have to be a millionaire. You don't have to be making 6 figures or anything to be able to live a comfortable life. I think that social media and the pressures of that makes it seem like we have to be driving a Range Rover, like we got to have a condo and penthouse and all that. But you could definitely live comfortably.
I got a penthouse.
You got a penthouse, period.
I got a range.
3rd floor.
I drive a Bronco. I was joking about being broke.
Oh.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
all
we're just
manifesting.
manifesting. Not lying, manifesting. And I do want to say this episode is sponsored by Maya X NUA. She is our track house makeup artist, and she beats our faces every single time
Shout out
for
to
the
her.
show. So shout out to her for
Wanna
these
zoom in?
wonderful beats. Yes.
Book now.
Book her.
For prom season,
Yes.
graduation season, all of that is coming up. You want to make sure you get your appointments in early and on time.
Because my girl charged squeezing fee, late fee, early fee, Saturday fee.
And she
But
ain't your
she's
friend.
play.
But she's available.
Yes.
She's
So make sure you
available.
booking that appointment. And she don't want you to talk when you come. So,
So if
Y'all
you
not
are,
friends.
make sure you got a breath mint.
oh,
she'll actually provide that.
Tic Tacs
No
on
worries.
here.
I hate y'all. So when I started the track house business, it started off in my bedroom, my dorm room, and then I got an apartment off campus in college, and then it was in my bedroom. And if I wanted a chair, I got my first chair from Amazon. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It was $100. I got my chair and it did me right. And I really had another job the whole time, but I used my job money to pay for my business. So if anybody's thinking of like quitting your 9-to-5 so your business can thrive, make sure that you're in the correct place before you do that, because my 9-to-5 really helped build my brand brick by brick, because I didn't know about loans. I wasn't educated or knowledgeable on making a relationship with a bank to get the right loans to use other people's money to make your business thrive too. So it's all about taking the right steps and being knowledgeable and educating yourself, because I feel like since COVID and the pandemic situation, people was talking about making 6 figures. They was having these big salons, and now everybody downsizing it, everybody going back home, everybody going to suites because the money ain't the same, because they didn't have, and I don't want to say everybody, but good money management skills. So what are some lessons that you guys learned about making this fast money and saving, if that's something that you guys do?
So for a very long time, I was not saving. And COVID gave me a nice reality check.
Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck was my money? All the money I was making, I was spend the check and get it right back. Because when you're making money every single day, it's kind of hard to save, because like you
know
always
it's coming.
got it. Yeah, like it's always gonna come. So one of my lessons I learned is save.
But
Save.
but how do you truly save? Like once you figure out the right formula of how to, if you get an appointment, let's say a salon costs $250 and that's what you got paid for that day. How much of that money are you putting away for a rainy day? Because how much are you using for products? How much are you using for this? Obviously those things are important, but how do you know at what point what to save?
So everybody's saving habits are going to be different. So it's going to vary from person to person. For me, now that we are on like what is it, commission based, and we get checks, it's like a lot easier for me to save because I don't have so much access to my money right there in that moment. So when I did have the access to it, like, so if it was a $250 sewing, 200 is going to me and 50 going to savings back then. Now, majority of my check goes to my savings just to make sure. So I have two separate types of savings. One for rent and bills, and then one just for life. And if I get $20 at the end of the day, that's what I got for the rest of the week. I'm broke. Nobody talk to me. That's how I
That's
see
how
it.
she roll. And she be like, I can go out to drink with y'all,
Somebody gotta buy me a drink.
somebody got to buy me a drink, and that's okay because I be ready to buy you a drink.
I'm so happy because
She ain't coming if it's up to me. I'll pick you
I be
up.
coming for the
That's about
vibes. And if
That
we going
too.
somewhere in town, somebody gonna buy me a drink.
For sure.
Because that's what happens when you work here at the track
Or
house.
let them buy it.
Because she a people's person.
Because I do that.
Please. What about
They
you,
like
Kima?
me. I don't like them.
So I feel like what Molly said, like in the beginning, it was hard for me to save because we were getting all our money straight directly in our hands. So like it was hard to really account for it because we just like, oh, I got money in my pocketbook. Like I'm spending on this. But now that we have more of a structured system, it's easier to save because you can actually see it's tangible. You can see where it's going. So I'm able to save more. I'm making progress. But yeah, I'm able to save a little bit more and better. Like I could actually see where my money is going. I know, how to manage it a little bit better with bills and life and things of that nature.
Because bills in life ain't shit.
Yeah.
And they come around, we only had 29 days in February.
Only
Every
29.
year.
And my
Time to
daughter's
pay
birthday in
this
February,
money.
so I was broke.
What day is it? We got to pay a
I
rent
don't
again.
want to pay
Oh
my
shit, I
rent.
got paid. What's today, the 11th?
No.
God damn.
I just paid my rent yesterday.
What about you, Monty? How are you saving your money? Or what are your...
So I've always been a very good saver. I'm just really responsible. I'm very responsible with money. But now that we transferred over, like Molly said, I always just had one savings account, but now I have two. So I have a personal savings account, and then I have just an account that is just, I guess, miscellaneous.
Because shit be happening.
Yeah, and you just never know. So
An
I have,
emergency fund.
yes,
That's
it's really
just-
like for emergencies. So I just have that account, and I just get a certain amount of money out of each check. It goes there every week, even if my check is $2.
Same.
Take that money,
But the checks
overdraft
don't be
it.
$2.
It's a joke, boo. Let's be for real.
So we're talking about commission and booth rental. I know for me, making the switch over was difficult as like the salon owner because I tried to do this before, but when I was doing it before, I didn't do my real research on it. So I hired a consultant to come in. I was going through a divorce. I didn't really know what she was doing, and it was very stressful. I was having meetings with the girls one-on-one to tell them about the new plan, and I was crying in everybody's meeting to say like, you probably gonna quit when I tell you this, but this is what's going to happen. But then something in my spirit just didn't feel comfortable. And it wasn't the consultant that made me not feel comfortable. It was, Renee, you didn't do your research enough and your mind is elsewhere. You're trying to make this change and you don't really know what the benefits or pros and cons are for your staff. You're just trying to do it because you saw somebody on Instagram say that commission-based salon is a better way to go. And I didn't do the right research at the time. So I just clipped it. I was like, nope, I have to fire this lady and then we're going to have to figure it out and I'll figure out how it's going to go. So the second time around, it was like, okay, this is how it's going to go. And I feel like I was about to lose everybody because y'all are so used to getting all y'all money. Y'all
It's
so used to
definitely a budget cut.
it's and I feel like it's like, okay, so what I've heard all of you guys say is that it's helped y'all with y'all budgeting and with managing your money. And I think that was ultimately the goal, because why are we making $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year and we don't know where it went and we don't have no proof of the money that we actually are making? You know what I'm saying? So just as the leader, just saying like, I want this for everyone here. I want us to be able to get to a point where we are making this money and we can see the fruit of the labor versus saying, oh, this week I made $2,000 and now I'm outside and now next week I'm on the internet giving out discounts because I don't got no money. That don't make no goddamn sense.
It don't. And a lot of entrepreneurs
Do it.
do it. Because we don't have like I don't want to say that we don't have, because we can get access to classes that'll teach us how to manage our money. So it's a lot of entrepreneurs that don't file taxes because they haven't been paying their taxes. So around this time, you're fucked because everybody else getting taxes, and you should be getting taxes as well. They don't owe because they don't file.
They don't. Right.
And you know, it might be working out for you right now,
But in the long run,
yeah, the government don't really play. And after COVID, they've been on all the
everybody
business
has.
taxes.
Especially those PPP.
Like, why
Like, y'all think y'all got away with them PPP loans until you 50, wondering why your Social Security getting cut. Or, well,
Right.
that's like 67, but still, you just, you know, you just want to be educated, even as an entrepreneur, even if you're not getting those weekly or bi-weekly checks. You want to check in, hire a,
CPA or an accountant or someone
to handle your,
assist you with those things, because it seems like it's, you know, it's fun and it's play now until when you start building a family, or when you're wanting to buy a house, or even when you want to go buy a car and you don't have any pay stubs or anything to prove your income because you've been getting cash. And granted, the government owe us reparations.
for sure.
for sure.
So you got to do what you got to do. But at what point are you going to make the change for the betterment of yourself? Right?
Yes, because it's super like for entrepreneurs now.
Michael Jackson.
I don't know that one.
You know that
Right.
one?
Me neither.
Man in the Mirror.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm searching for the man.
I know that song, but I don't remember that.
That's the end. Sorry.
But yeah, so entrepreneurs now just don't. What you gonna do when you 67 and it's time to retire? Where your money at? Because if you ain't saving now, and then it's stuff that you figure out, like I didn't know any of this stuff until I went to school. I didn't know shit about a Roth IRA. We need those because what we gonna do when we retire? Live off the $60,000 that we saved for retire? $60,000
enough.
shit.
60,000 easy to spend right now.
Less than a year.
Less than a year. Just
Seriously.
eating Uber Eats.
That's it.
Add up. I saw this girl I'm talking about, she spent $15,000 on Fashion Nova over the past 7 years.
Damn.
That's mad money. How much money have we
I
spent
don't
on
even
Fashion
wanna
Nova?
look.
I'm never looking at that.
Well, you know, they always be texting us like
They
their
marketing
is A1.
stimulus.
Fashion Nova.
It's tax season.
So it makes you want to
PPP
spend.
over.
Well, for me, one way that I save is I try to do like a fast. So we're in the month of March. One thing that I do is I'm not buying no clothes for the whole month of March. Because I'm really an avid, like, if I'm on Instagram and I'm scrolling and I see something I like, especially if it's a Black-owned business, I'm going to buy it, like this hat. I bought this hat from this girl.
Like this hat.
I'm going to tag her.
Mother.
Yes, Mother. It's a Mother brand.
Yeah.
And I relate to her. She's a Black mom. She has this brand and she's juggling a whole bunch of things. But back on topic, I be just buying stuff. That PayPal, that shop app.
Oh, it's
just-
the devil.
So it's like you want to buy all these things, and it's so easy because you have the money in your account to just like spend, and you know you're gonna get it right back. I just had one of my clients, she's a nurse, she just texted me and said, I want this 42-inch weave. How many shifts do I have to work to get it? Because she already knows
But she
that's how
probably
she equate
budgeted
her
for it
money.
too.
Correct.
Mhm.
She's going on a trip in May and she want to figure out how much money she got to make in order to pay for the hair to go on a trip. So it's like you really have to budget in any aspect of your life because everything is just going up.
Everything.
Like,
The price is up
we're going to talk about price every episode because
because they up,
it really go up.
and don't complain.
Literally.
Or complain and go somewhere else.
We had
And then have your sewing in your ass.
we
Or
had,
in the sky.
I get it. Because y'all sewings be the top of my bun.
I don't like the high
That's
sewing.
crazy.
Damn. I don't like that. But one thing I can say is that it is easy to spend money, but it can be easy to save. It's really about discipline and how you manage yourself.
Word of the
Discipline.
Discipline.
In the beginning, when I first started, all of the furniture and stuff that we got in our first salon, I went to IKEA. Amazon is always my number one go-to because it was affordable for me. I put my car up for collateral. I had a Camry and I finished paying for it and I gave the title to my credit union and they was like, here, this all you offer for this car is $8,000. And I used that money to buy all the stuff inside of my salon. And then I paid it back. And then now we're going to a bigger salon and it wasn't $8,000. I needed like $100. $100,000. So I felt like, okay, I'm really putting my whole life on the line, savings depleted, everything out so that we could have this beautiful space. So I really was like, you know, if we're going to do commission and people have to really be dedicated and really be ready to pour back into the business, because I have poured so much out already. So I really take that.
I need $40.
We
need 400,000 if you got it.
But don't be afraid to switch from booth rental to commission, because there is a bigger picture.
I love booth rent.
You know, I did. Graduating from hair school, it was like, who going booth rental? Who going commission based weird? Y'all not getting none of my money. This is my money, and I need it now. But when we finally did do the switch, and I seen the bigger picture, because I haven't done taxes. You never mind.
I do no taxes. No, pay taxes too. Fuck them.
Anyway, but there really is a bigger picture.
Don't come for me.
Don't come for me.
Don't look at me. Just give me my money because I'm still waiting.
I think that is just crazy because like I said, from the business owner point of view, booth rental was great for me because it was consistent. I knew that y'all was going to pay every week. I knew that this is the amount of money that I was going to get, that all the bills could be paid, but there was no cushion to grow at all from there because it was a cap. So even though I knew what was coming in, it wasn't like, okay, so we want to go to Jamaica. I can never say, oh yeah, I'm gonna pay for the house. Y'all just get y'all flights and come out there, because there was no place for me to save in my business to grow my business. Mm-hmm. So now that we're in this space, even though I'm, still trying to pay all the loans and stuff off, there's still money this is the side money, so we can have Women's Day brunch, right, and we can have, let's go get a VIP here and there, so we can have, what y'all want me to buy, a TV, a rolling TV, all the wild things that they ask me to get. They're like, oh, Renee, that's all this new comb on TikTok. Could you get it? This be sending
one
me
thing about it, I be sending Renee all types of stuff.
God,
if I want it, I'll be like, can you buy this for us? Because we need it.
She be asking me for products that's in Europe, bitch.
Yeah, the TikTok people be having me up there. Like, I love the UK girls on TikTok.
I do be buying.
I be like, can you buy this for this? We need this for flyaways, this for this.
We pouring into the business.
So when you're a commission, and everybody does their stuff differently, because this young lady who used to work for us, she moved back home, so now she's working at a salon in Virginia. So she said, Renee, I'm doing commission with these people, but she doesn't want to pay for any of my products. She just wants a piece of the money. And I only could come in on the times that she's open. And she just had all these stipulations. And I said, well, everybody ain't the Track House, boo. Mm-hmm. Like, every salon owner is going to have their own way that they manage their staff. When you're thinking about commission rates in other places, it's like 60-40. And it's 60 for the salon, 40 for the stylist. And if I presented that, exactly. If I presented that idea to my staff, I'll be in this 3,000 square foot by my motherfucking self.
For sure.
So it always has to be room for you to build with your team. I feel like they're like investors in this company.
We are.
Yeah.
Look at them trying to get some money.
That's what I hate them. That's what I learned.
Because I'm sending my Amazon cart after this.
I learned that in my business management and my financial accounting class, that your workers or employees are investors in this business.
Correct. I treat y'all like that because it is important for you to treat your employees good. That's why a lot of y'all salon owners got a lot of that turnover like that, because y'all don't treat y'all people good. And y'all need to treat people well in order for them to treat you and your business well. Look at people calling us right now.
You treat them good, they treat you better.
Yeah.
And I really believe
also, because I'm going to forget, we talking about saving and we saying like, oh, we saved this much. You got to save for what is good for you and your situation. Like, you might not be able to save $100 a week like somebody else, or $500 a month. You can't. Even if like you save $25, $30, anything, just put it away. And even if you can't save with an account, give it to somebody that you trust.
No,
I did it like that.
I bet say it works.
I did it like that for a while.
Saving,
like, you have to just do what's best for you, but you should save.
And don't ever look at nobody else's savings and think that, what you're doing isn't
It's not
enough.
enough.
Or
Right.
get discouraged.
Because $20 a week is something better than nothing. So if something was to happen, you're able to go grab that $600 that you saved
Right.
over whatever
However
amount
many
of time.
time.
Yep.
Versus the next person, they might go get the $6,000 that they need, but
And you don't know how long it took them to get that $6,000.
Right.
So that's
Right.
another reason why you just can't.
start a
You know?
savings account in another bank that you can't touch, that you only save.
Yeah.
And then you can have your savings account for, if you need to dibble dabble, like everything. Find a savings account that got interest though. Don't get no savings account
That
that
just
ain't
sit
doing.
there.
Yeah,
You gotta make it
'Cause
work for you.
Your money makes money. Like
Yeah,
the
right.
banks, it's like so many different types of banks out there. Like you can make.
My girl in college, y'all.
I am
She up here teaching class.
because I didn't know any of this. And shout out to Connecticut because starting 2025, all high school students have to take a personal finance class before they
Yes,
graduate.
yes. I
And
wish
that's
we had
really
that.
good.
But I didn't grow up having that, so I didn't grow up with any of these little
This
saving
knowledge,
hacks. And
right.
knowing things. So after my personal finance class, I'm over here like, I need a bank with an interest rate on my savings of 3% or higher because my money need to make money while it's sitting there doing nothing.
Right.
Because
Period.
and as Black people, we just be wanting to see the money in our account for real. But why not see the money in your account and it grow?
Watch it grow.
Because it
for
grows
sitting there.
literally for just
I
sitting
really
there.
just be wanting the money sitting in there. I just want to be like, oh, look what I got.
Yeah.
Right, but as it's sitting there, like you said, it should
Let
be
it grow.
growing.
It should grow. Absolutely. So like if you are trying to figure out if you should do booth rental or commission, you really have to evaluate your life, your clientele. Because a lot of people I see, they are on booth rental and they be like, well, what if I don't have no clients this week? Your money still due, boo.
You still got to pay
You
that.
still have to pay. It's a no-brainer because the week that you would not made $1,000, you still paying that small amount
Right.
to be where you are. So I think that it's important if you're trying to figure out, do I do booth rental or do I do commission? And what is the commission structure? How does it help you? Are they paying for all the products? Are you buying your finishing products and they're paying for like all the shampoo, conditioner, deep conditioners, things like that?
Because she
if
paid
you're-
for all that.
If you're, y'all pay for it. If you're a makeup
That's why she don't
artist,
tell us no.
no, I need to be like, sure. How much money you made this week? Sure, I can get you that.
Got it.
What you need? I got you. You got you. So basically, you just have to figure out what structure is going to be best for you and ask as many questions as you want. Sometimes it's exciting to work on your own or whatever the case is, be an independent contractor. But like sometimes it's beneficial to be a part of a team. So we always going to preach that.
I love teams.
Team atmosphere.
Teamwork, make the dream work.
Absolutely.
If you're a new person
You owe
in
me. Oh.
the industry, I recommend going into a salon that does commission based. That way you're not owing anybody any money if you didn't make any money.
And I feel like when I was doing the booth rental structure, a lot of people fell behind because sometimes they just can't keep up with like those automatic payments. So I find that the commission-based structure is a mindset shift because instead of you paying to work somewhere, you're being paid to work somewhere. So it really kind of depends on how you think about it and how you approach it. And again, how you manage your money and what structure works best for you, because we were all afraid going into it. Like, I'm like, damn, I gotta make sure that they got their money every time. Because this one, she will literally, Renee, I'm coming to your house. We ain't get paid today. It's a holiday.
It's coming
I don't get
Tomorrow.
two for
I be getting threats. Where's our money? Where's the check? And then you got easy going people like Kima. I never hear from Kima. Except for that time I didn't pay you the whole money. I had to cash app you.
I'm gonna talk about this.
It
Why
was an
only
accident.
$100? I said, Renee.
It was supposed to be
I'm
1,000.
like, did you do payroll or what? Because
What's
I know I made more than $100.
It be me. I be doing my own calculations.
I was
taking
like,
away
nah,
the
facts.
commission, taking away the
Every
commission,
Sunday.
Every Sunday, I don't care.
Sunday, Monty will text me, this is the money. I'm like, all right, my nigga.
Yeah.
I heard you.
Before she used to say, "Hey, thanks." Now
No.
she just thumbs it up.
Get out of my text. I don't want to talk to you. I'm doing payroll tomorrow.
I be me. I be in class like not paying no attention. Like
It's so. I need to
Never be
hire
too
somebody
careful.
to do that, but they might get beat up fucking with y'all.
yeah, because don't fuck
So let
with
me
my
just-
money.
Don't.
I would rather you, because I wouldn't. I know you're gonna fix it. They gonna try to check me, and I'm gonna have to check them back. Let me do it.
No. Check yourself. It gets overwhelming to do. Like, it's a tedious job, but there are automations and systems. But sometimes we can't trust the computer, and sometimes things happen. Like if you do the color and you do the sewing, and only I would know to split that. So that's why I can't really hire anybody yet to do that, because it's too much stuff for me to remember. And I don't like when y'all text me about that.
It's okay.
I don't like it. It's so stressful, y'all. But God is good, and we've been getting through, and He's been making sure that this rent and these bills and the products is all in line. So we are thankful that
We don't want for nothing except for your business.
Yeah, so please book up. Y'all be laughing at our reels and shit like that, but like make an appointment.
Yeah,
Book an
like
appointment.
for
Make an appointment for you.
You could be living in the room.
You could be a star. Just book an appointment.
It's death row.
Just book an
I
appointment.
don't like when y'all say that.
That's
like
what it is.
I don't. That sounds
That's
scary.
true.
I don't wanna be
y'all.
shook. Please stop.
Right.
That's
Just
true.
please stop.
I don't want to be shook.
She trying to make niggas stars. You heard?
You did it. I'm scared.
No, I'm Diddy. No, oh my God.
Oh my God! Let's
ain't
not
Diddy.
even say
Oh,
nothing because
another episode y'all call me
we
Griselda.
gonna end up with
I
the
don't
flu.
want it.
That's
Griselda.
great.
Y'all know how he do.
I don't
Yeah,
want
not
that.
with the
straight.
flu.
So, y'all beautypreneurs, please save y'all money. Figure out a salon structure, a salon atmosphere, or a suite, or whatever you decide to do personally that works for you. Have open conversations about your money and your finances because it's your future.
Ask questions.
Ask questions.
Find
Do your
somebody
own
you look
research.
to, right? Anything.
Do
Just
your research.
Figure it out first because it's so easy to just find a
Spend
craft
money.
and start doing it. And then now you got all this money, and next thing you know, 10 years pass you
You
by,
ain't got shit.
and you sitting on the couch anyway.
Especially for a lot of people who are coming in too. It's good to find a mentor as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
She was mine.
same.
And this other lady was mine.
We all
Because
have
my
mentors.
mentor actually, sadly, she passed away. So I had to find my therapist recommended me to somebody else. So I was talking to her for a while as I was in the process of opening this salon. And she was very helpful in being transparent and open about, like, you know, she had commission based. And she was like, it didn't work for her because she didn't have money to meet payroll. I'm like, well, where did money go? If their clients are paying, how come you can't meet payroll?
Right.
So I was like so afraid. But I was like, you know, that's also probably a part of her at the time mismanagement and not being able to manage her money. So I knew like I had to think of, because your mentors can teach you lessons from their failures as well. So I had to make sure that I did my proper research because I don't want to get beat up.
I was just finna say that, boo.
I wouldn't do that.
I just want to make sure, because that happens like in business. A lot of people are like, they can't meet their payroll goals because it's not just, oh, people pay for their service and then y'all get paid out of that. It has to be payroll taxes that come out of that. It has to be the POS processing system that we have to pay for. The bank be charging all type of wild fees. ADP charges wild fees. And I had to take all those things into account when we're talking about the percentage, because it's not just, oh, somebody paid $250 and now you get $200 and the shop get $50. It don't work like that. It's so many other factors that go into it. So I just be trying to stay afloat for us. So definitely find a mentor that's in your field that wants to be open and transparent and not make it look like everything is peaches and cream, because it ain't, honey.
It ain't.
It's
No.
not.
Real world for real.
It's really crazy, actually. But y'all just do here if y'all want.
But it's worth it, you know?
Sure.
For sure.
I think it's very worth it. I'm very
Sure.
blessed to have such a good job. I love my job. I love what I do.
I wouldn't want to work
So,
anywhere else.
yeah.
I don't even know what it was. I moved to Georgia and worked in another salon, and I could tell you, it ain't Track House.
But also, you have to think about where people are in their stages of their salon business, because people are really learning. They're just like, oh, I'm about to get a space and hire people. Y'all gonna come. And then they face all these different struggles. Like this one lady, she came, sat in my chair, and she was telling me about her salon. And she was like, yeah, because one of my guys, he be coming in and smelling like weed every time. I'm just like, you got to make a rule for that. So every time something happens that you don't like, you implement a rule for it to say, if you're coming in and you're gonna smoke, leave your smoke coat in the car and then come inside. Because if y'all in a salon suite or a small space, that smoke might interrupt the flow of what you guys got going on. And if you don't want that for your other clients, you got to say that. Because I used to have an issue like that where people used to come in just Chief Keef. It was a mess. So now, you know, what y'all be smoking now? Vapes. The vapes don't smell like a damn thing. Y'all can do that.
Battery packs.
Cancer is what it is.
Y'all be on them babes bad.
So, like,
Y'all need to give
actually
those up.
had
Save
that
and give up your
Oh
babes.
my God,
Get on my
Kima.
nerves.
So sorry that you had that.
It's cool.
Just so
I've
Stop
been
doing
delivered.
it.
The Lord help
Not
me.
The Lord.
So when there are rules, and I think that if you're going into a salon and you know that the person, this is their first business, it's important for you to give them some type of grace, because if you're not adding to the solution, you are adding to the problem.
Yeah, I
so
was
if you're
very
gonna
much
go
trying to
there
be helpful.
and you gonna just talk shit like, oh my God, it's mal unorganized, bitch, how can you help
So
it be more
help-
organized?
right,
yeah.
Right.
How can you add to this being a better situation for that salon owner? Because you have to invest in where you work at. Because if they talking shit about the salon owner, they talking shit about you too.
Right.
Right.
Because you work
For
there.
sure.
So at the end of the day, if you're not contributing to the solution, then that means that you're a part of the problem. How can you say, oh, Renee, I feel like it looks a mess in here. Hey, take the trash out, sis. Do something. You're the number 1 employee. What is it? What is that thing you was telling me the other day? You're the new employee. That lady. What is she?
Are an elite employee.
Yes.
Employee.
My employees are elite. We try to pick up the slack for each other. Sometimes it gets hard because we're busy, but everybody contributes to the success of the business. So when you're hiring and you're trying to figure stuff out like that, you need to make sure that you're getting people that are selfless and want to see everybody win. This is not a you thing. This is an everybody thing.
This is a we.
Yes.
It's no I in team.
Right.
But there's a me.
Bitch.
It's an M.
It's an M. But yeah, so we can talk about this all day, but we're going to wrap this up. So thank you guys for watching. Save y'all money.
Save your
Get
money.
a Roth IRA account.
Yes.
Now.
Get a savings account that has 3% interest that's going to grow your money as it sits in there and does nothing. Save for a rainy day
Get
because
life
it be
insurance.
raining. Get
life insurance. Life insurance.
Get all these
Renters
things.
insurance.
Renter's insurance.
All
Because
of
anything
the
can happen.
insurances.
'Cause I remember when that door broke. Somebody broke in here and
They
broke our
did.
front door.
We moved to the boom.
We're like two
We are in
suburbs,
the
and they
suburbs.
gonna break in. When we was in the hood,
That
they
shit
would
happen.
never do that.
We might
Like,
have seen the little dingling laying out over there, but
right.
But we
They
never
ain't
had
never
nobody
overdose.
interfere with our business.
Little
But
overdose.
if you
A little bump and grind behind the dumpster. But nothing too
not
crazy.
too crazy. Never a break
Nothing like a break in.
like the break-in was crazy, but then if your salon structure or your business structure is set up correctly, then you will have insurance to pay for that.
Right.
I didn't have to pay for that door to get fixed. It just got fixed because
Period.
we have insurance, right?
Because God is good
And God
He
is
favors
good.
us.
So make sure
and we're
that-
His favorites.
Because what if you worked in a salon and they broke in here and they came in and they took all your flat irons and all your like
Why would you take my flat? You don't take the money. You take my flat iron.
we ain't got no money in here, y'all.
We don't.
No money.
It's cashless, so don't think about that shit again.
Oh,
But I'm saying that they don't have insurance to be able to cover things that happen. Like you're gonna be looking for the salon owner to replace
cover
your
that,
stuff. So
Yeah.
like people have to make sure. Do
I'm
you
gonna
have
make
it
a
when
go
you're
for
looking for somewhere to work? Do you have insurance? You need to ask that type of stuff. And if you're an independent contractor, you are supposed to have insurance when you go inside somebody's spot. Because
Yep.
some of y'all don't be knowing that. Yes, be trying to go in there and talk shit.
It's a lot.
and just be a burden.
Don't be a burden. Be a part of the solution.
Period.
All right. We love you guys so much, and we are going to see you in the next one. And thank you for watching.
Bye, TikTok. Love you. Bye.
What?
I love when they do that on TikTok. Okay, love you. Bye.
Molly out.